Welcome to New Stripe City, a YouTube channel for die-hard Bengals fans. I'm your host, Ace Boogie, and welcome to the new viewers and the returning die-hard subs to the channel. We do weekly interviews here and provide analysis on the latest Bengals breaking news. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you want to know how to subscribe, there's a button below this video, and we also provide a link in the video description. So today we're here to talk about John Ross predicting that Joe Burrow will be taking the Bengals to the playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
That's right, Stephen A. Playoffs. John Ross believes that Joe Burrow will give the Bengals a chance to make the playoffs. And he says, of course, I only say that out of confidence. I believe in where we're headed as a team. With some of the new additions that we have, we're primed to make a lot of things happen. And I don't blame him. I mean, when you look at what the Bengals did in the free agency recap of all the players that they've signed, all the talent that they've acquired, $160 million spent in free agency, a grade A draft with them just going out and grabbing a guy like Joe Burrow, but following up with T. Higgins and Logan Wilson and Marcus Bailey and all of these linebackers. Why can't they go to the playoffs? I don't see why not. I mean, honestly, you guys have been following my channel, and if you haven't, you'll soon find out that I have analyzed this complete team, and I feel like they can make the playoffs. You talk about Joe Burrow coming in. This is a guy that can completely change this franchise. And if you're a guy that just watches First Take, you're probably like, Ace, you sound crazy. How are the Bengals gonna make the playoffs? Well, if you were an actual fan, you would understand that although the Bengals only won 2 games last year, there were 8 games that they lost by 1 touchdown. That's 1 Joe Burrow touchdown or 2 Joe Burrow touchdowns away from an actual win. So when I look at the schedule and I look at what's coming out and I'm getting ready for Thursday, and I see that we have Joe Burrow, and I see a John Ross, I see a T. Higgins, I see a healthy A.J. Green, who, by the way, didn't play last year. I see a Jonah Williams, starting left tackle, was supposed to be a stud coming out of Alabama last year, the best tackle in that class, who was not there, coming back this season. I see why John Ross is optimistic. You look at John Ross himself, led the league at week 3 in receiving, and that was without any of those guys there. And you're telling me that Joe Burrow is coming into a place where he's got to hand off to Joe Mixon. He's got C.J. Uzomah at tight end. He's got Auden Tate as his fifth receiver. I mean, the sky is the limit to this team. And then you look at the defense, right? Lou Anarumo, in my opinion, some people are down on him. I actually like Lou. I like what he did last season. And no, I'm not talking about the beginning of the season, but I like the adjustments that he made at the end of the season, getting rid of certain players, like cutting Preston Brown and playing guys at positions that were comfortable for them. I think with the revamped defense, this defense could be good. I dare say it could be possibly top 10. When you look at DJ Reader coming in, you look at Von Bell, you look at Trey Waynes, Mackenzie Alexander, you can all say that those guys were upgrades. You also talk about Josh Bynes. You look at the draft and who they got there in terms of Logan Wilson. Akeem Davis-Gaither is being favored right now in Vegas as being a favorite for Defensive Player of the Year. These guys were not slouches, and these guys will be upgrades. And so it is not a surprise to me that some of the Bengals players are optimistic because they know what they have in the locker room. And you talk about also Zach Taylor being a players coach that players buy into. If you want to know what the players think about Zach Taylor, just go back to the Miami Dolphins game. That was a game that they could have completely given up in, and it ended up being a nail biter. And luckily we lost it, because if we would have won that game, we wouldn't have been in the Joe Burrow sweepstakes. But this team is ready and willing and believes in Zach Taylor 100% completely. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you guys think that the Bengals will make the playoffs. If not, let me know what you think that the record will be. But I love this. I completely love this. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing and sharing this video. And feel free to like this video and comment, as we enjoy great commentary from diehard Bengals fans. And as usual, I will leave you guys with a who day, all day, every day, and especially on Sunday. We interrupt this programming to help New Stripe City raise funds for this channel. Who dey? New Stripe City community, I am glad to announce that I am a proud partner with Fanatics, an NFL officially licensed merchandising company. What does this mean? This means that you can get any kind of apparel, legit hats, draft hats, jerseys. This AJ Green jersey is $59.99 right now. Check it out. All you have to do to support the channel and to support me is to look at the links in the description that I post. Click on them. Once you go and open a new page, it'll bring up that specific item. All you have to do is purchase the item. Like this AJ Green $59.99 Color Rush jersey. It's a lick and it's real. It's real. It's legit. So all you have to do is go through that, check out, make your purchase, and you will be helping out New Stripe City. New Stripe City is also partnered with Amazon as well. So check out the links in the bio with the Joe Exotic shirt. Get you some cool stuff, especially with the draft coming up. You got to be fresh, right? You got to be fresh for this draft. So check out the Tiger King inspired Joe Burrow, Joe Exotic shirt. Link is in the bio. All you have to do is click my link, make your purchase, and you help grow this channel of New Stripe City. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.